Listen, this first part of the video is pretty much going to be a heavy topic. If you would like to skip it, that's fine. Yes, this is an anomaly, but I just feel like I gotta say something because yesterday was one of the craziest videos I've ever personally seen. And even people that don't like this man, that don't like his values and stuff, uh, they had their stomach twisted. It was like your soul just feels like it left your body, especially if you watch the zoomed in version. I feel like people forget nowadays that, behind every voice, behind every person you see, that's someone real, right? We as humans have really fallen off, right? We are as humans have really fallen off. There's so much evil and messed up and wicked stuff in life. All these wars, genocides. I mean, just everything. I don't want to, like you can go to any country, any continent, and you will see so much messed up. Even just sometimes the way we treat, ourselves, the way we treat our friends or family is just not right. And I don't know, man. I'm not even American. I'm not even American. Um, and I'm fairly neutral in politics. I lean this way and this way a little bit, depending on the topic. But this is just more of like a human thing, and this is also like a Christian thing because I'm a fellow Christian. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I don't know, man, just seeing the life drop out of this person's body and just knowing that this man had a wife and children, a husband is gone, a father is gone. And I just want you guys just to appreciate life. I want you guys just to treat yourself better and, just take care of your loved ones because you never know when they're going to pass. You never know when it's going to be their time. I'm not saying it's going to happen the way it happened with this man, but, life is crazy. The things, the headlines we see nowadays, the videos we see, everything feels like it's just accelerating very, very quickly at a rapid pace towards a bad direction. And I just want to show my love to you guys. I don't want any of my snipers, regardless of what you believe in, how you look like, whatever age you are. I want the best for you guys. I know that might be hard to believe that someone wants the best for you, but I genuinely want the best for you. I want the best for other humans. I want the best for myself. I want the best for my family, my friends, because it's just a human thing to do. So I love you guys so much. Let's just jump right into the video. Listen, now that we're off of that heavy topic, let's talk about something more positive. Look, Zbec has another partner. Okay, payroll finance, right? Shout out to you. Zbec has partnered with them to fuse real-time stablecoin payroll with on-demand payroll lending, giving businesses instant liquidity and borderless payouts. Zbec's PayBridge unit has successfully tested payrolls lending tool with select clients over the past year and will now be rolling out payroll access, across stablecoin payroll use cases in our ecosystem. No, we're gonna leave that in because you know what? The beginning of the video is so like hard topic. We're just gonna have a little bit fun now. But yeah, seriously though, this unlocks seamless stable coin payroll via Zbec, instant payroll loans to cover cash flow gaps, faster, smarter global payroll for growing teams. So we can see, right? Very, very, very fantastic news. Very nice, 13,000 views in the last few hours. Yeah, one thing I want to mention is, Zbec Network gets good views. Like it really does. The ratio it gets is very, very nice. 70K views, 111K, 97K, 36K, 50, 59, 64, 19, 21, 81. So, 84. Like some people don't like some people think, oh, this doesn't matter too much, but I think it actually does have some nice significant impact just because if this was like botted, right, if we were just getting half of the views or even way less, like let's say this video only got like 20K, this got only this is still fresh, so let's see something new. Like imagine instead of 70K was like 17K, right, with 300,000 followers. That wouldn't look good. That wouldn't look good. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, right, let's jump into some basics. We can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are ranked 144 out of the 9,480 active cryptos, 382 million market cap, less than 14 million volume, right? As this loads, we can see, ladies and gentlemen, in the last month, we are down 17%, which is not bad because we're actually down from our 30% at one point. So we are recovering, right? We're up almost 7% on the week, and we are just pretty much neutral on the day. Now, if we go and look at the amount of holders, we can see that we are consistently rising, ladies and gentlemen. Every time we take a little dip, we just continuously rise. After that, probably averaging around 70 to 100 new holders a day, which is absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to get serious is now. The next few months are going to be the most crucial time of your lives. Okay. We're going to have crypto exploding, and this is the time to get a portfolio review. Right? You got to make sure you have the right cryptos. You don't want any old or dead coins, or you don't want anything that can give you little profits, right? So we provide a portfolio review. We've also been smashing it with the high probability meme coins. We hit an 11x, an 8x, and 5.5x in recent times. We also provide a weekly report on the crypto data, on the crypto analysis, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, on other altcoins as well. You get all this and a bunch more other benefits. Highly recommend joining the private community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some money. We go and look at Zbec's price action. I will say, I do expect some type of manipulation, people. I do expect some type of manipulation because we do have the rate cuts coming up. And now, if you guys don't know, it's pretty much 90% for a 25-point cut and 10% for a 50-point cut. So that leaves practically 0% for rate cuts to stay the same. I have not seen the numbers been, be this aggressive consistently for ever pretty much. So this is very, very nice. We should really be expecting a rate cut unless something crazy changes over the next day or two or just over this week. But I mean, that type of thinking doesn't even solve anything because the probability, it's pretty much, it's not going to happen. Well, look, we can clearly see, ladies and gentlemen, there's some type of resistance we have here, right? Diagonal type of resistance. Um, you know, like you see, we touched off here multiple times. Boom, rejections, rejections, right? Rejection, boom, multiple rejections. So we are rejecting right now, but the good thing is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are creating higher and higher and higher lows. Now, the last day or so, the last 2 days have been kind of messy, right? They actually have been kind of messy. We have been kind of actually creating a support over here. So, we are looking to pretty much respect this support and push up further. If we don't, right, as long as we don't break the structure and fundamentals, the furthest we should pull down to is 0.004. Okay, because then that, ladies and gentlemen, means we go into this nice, beautiful candle over here, right? This nice, beautiful candle, and then we continuously create another higher low. So, fundamentally, it would look very, very nice. Even though we would be rejecting off the roof, our floor would be consistently rising, as you can see, right? Every time, price was here once. When it started to go down, it never got to the same levels. And then again, when it started to go down, it never even got to this level. And even if we go down, as long as we don't go below this level of 0.0039, then that means, you could clearly see that buyers are taking over. So very, very exciting times overall for Zbec. Now, if we go and look at the monthly, right, the monthly candle is kind of whatever, right? It's kind of whatever right now. But we know this is the last monthly candle of the 3-month candles, right? This is the next month, October, November, and December is going to be the new quarter, and at that point, that's when we're going to really see movement. And, it also aligns because I believe Wednesday or Thursday is going to be the Fed rate cut. And that doesn't automatically mean, pumps like in the same week, right? Sometimes it happens where, the Thursday, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday are still kind of chill, and then it starts pumping. And that would really bring us to like the last 10 days of September. So, ladies and gentlemen, very, very exciting times. It could really set us up for October, November, December, right? We are also not just quite yet, but we are slowly getting to, the yearly candle finishing. Yes, we still have practically 3.5 months. As of right now, obviously, this looks fantastic. I expect things to look very, very well. And I just expect Zbec Network to be growing, right? Zbec is consistently, partnerships. They have a lot of things planned for fall. They are putting in the work. We can see they're growing. And we also know just from the outside perspective with the federal rate cuts, we're expecting at least one, but there's a high probability of two, and some are even calling for three. Now, three is a little crazy, but two is very, very possible. And if we continuously get these types of rate cuts, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be going through the roof, right? The liquidity in the global markets has also been going up. Not necessarily the American one just yet, but other countries have been just pumping. So it's just a matter of time before crypto sees the day of light. And yeah, that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys so, so much. I hope you guys take care of yourself. Take care, brush your hair, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.